Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter might be gearing up to file some fresh LLC documents, but the big question remains. Will he actually hand the arm back to Ridge and Steffi Forrester? Suckers will flash back how Carter pulled a fast bone on Steffi and Ridge by listing himself as the director of the LLC. Ridge and Steffi placed their trust in Carter, subscribing over everything and unwittingly handing him the arm of Forrester Creations. Now Carter holds the power, but this situation ain't last indefinitely. The Forresters must reclaim their company ultimately, which is why Carter is formerly scuffling with a moral dilemma. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan is lifelessly prompting Carter to amend the fallout from this preemption. Carter still has an occasion to mend his fellowship with Ridge if he takes the right way. But you have to admit, Ridge was hurt enough poorly. Daphne has been working to connect with Carter, thanks to her scheme with Steffi, albeit that's a veritably deceptive plan. With the mounting pressure on Carter, he might eventually give in and help restore the Forrester heritage. In the most recent occasion he was having regrets. Still, if Carter simply gives up and does the honorable thing, it feels like a disappointing conclusion to this bow. That wouldn't be enough drama. It would have been far more thrilling if Justin Barber had stepped in to help the Forresters in contriving a bold legal plan to reclaim their company. Numerous observers are likely eager to see this story reach its conclusion, no matter how it unfolds, because it's been a drag in some people's opinions, as well as unrealistic. Maybe the specifics of the ending are less important than simply getting there. Still, we must also entertain the chance that complications could arise, dragging the resolution. Carter might prepare new LLC documents with the intention of filing them rightly, but an unforeseen change of heart could alter his course. Just when he seems poised to return power to Steffi and Ridge, he could discover Daphne's wile. This disclosure might provoke Carter to reply defensively. One thing that could beget him to change course snappily, feeling tricked or not, is if his relationship with Hope Logan was in peril in February 14th as occasion. It was. Carter was honest with Hope about his regrets and guilt hurting Ridge the way that he did and colluding dishonestly. But just as he was going to give her an important Valentine's Day gift, rather of being probative, she felt it was rejection and left. As the occasion ended, Carter appeared to injure his win, breaking a ruby choker and cutting his hand. Ridge was standing at the door and ready to talk. Remy and Luna meeting. Liam opens up to Steffi. Meanwhile, Finn eventually confesses the verity. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the CBS cleaner pieces. Luna enters the living room and asks someone if they're there to fix the AC. Remy isn't dressed in a work livery, but is wearing a t-shirt with an unbuttoned plaid shirt over it. When Luna comes across Remy, he's gaping at the prints on the mantle. One of these includes a print of Will Spencer. It seems that Remy is over to no good, and might put Luna right in the middle. Of course, this could be the perfect occasion for Luna to earn redemption. Finn will eventually partake the verity with Steffi. Before discovering about Luna and his unhappy night with Penelope Poppy Nozawa, Finn warns that Steffi isn't going to like it. When Steffi eventually learns about Finn being Luna's real father, can her marriage survive? Steffi sitting down with Liam. As the two talk, Liam gets honest and vulnerable. Liam says that life hasn't turned out the way he allowed it would. Liam actually seems like he might be going through a depression. The tone and the way Liam curvatures his head down, it's veritably concerning. Over at Forrester Creations, Hope tells Brooke Logan that they've to fight. Hope says that they ain't given to Steffi and Ridge demands. Still, with Hope rejecting Carter and refusing to apologize to the Forrester family, her downfall is coming. The observation that Steffi made about Brooke occasion was spot on. Brooke doesn't know what to do about her son, but does know the preemption was wrong on every position. Meanwhile, there's also a veritably shamefaced Carter. Indeed, though Carter stands his ground with Ridge, he's easily turning a corner. So where does that leave Hope in the end? Hope Logan with a golden occasion to win over John Finnegan. Still, it could dramatically shift the dynamics. If Hope weigh in for Luna Nozawa while Steffi refuses to do so. Hope's last hopeless attempt to win Finn's heart ended in demotion. After an awkward, crapulous kiss and a whirlwind of coyness, Finn made it clear he'd no desire for a romantic connection with her. Though she ultimately moved on and set up love with Carter Walton, the future of their relationship seems uncertain. Indeed, if Steffi and Daphne's scheme doesn't dis out, there are plenitude of signs that Hope and Carter might not have a happily ever later. With Carter feeling the strain of his guilt over taking control of the LLC, what will be if he decides to hand power back to the Forresters? Hope might seethe over Carter's complete reversal on his former support, especially with the brewing trouble of Steffi potentially canceling her line and firing her formerly more. Carter and Hope have no way sounded like a lasting couple in the realm. Their relationship was hastily formed, lacking the depth demanded for life, making a bifurcation a real possibility sooner rather than latterly. Still, Hope could find herself single at a vital moment, particularly as Steffi and Finn's marriage teeters on the point due to the disclosure that Luna is his son, if that happens. Finn is furious with Papi Nozawa for stealing him of over 20 times of precious recollections with Luna. He can't shake the feeling that if he'd stepped up as a father, he might have been suitable to steer Luna down from her disquieting choices. While he can't rewrite history, Finn is determined to forge a connection with Luna now. The circumstances aren't perfect, as Luna is presently under house arrest at Bill Spencer's Hearthstone, but Finn hopes to admit updates and find a way to reconnect with her there. Still, Steffi might not be on board with this plan, especially if she worries that Luna's ankle examiner won't keep her in check. As Finn and Steffi's marriage begins to deteriorate, Hope might just seize the occasion to make her advance on Finn. With a further forgiving station toward Luna's crimes, she could empathize with Finn's need for connection. This script not only presents Hope with a chance to settle the score with Steffi, but also to find a new love after her split from Carter. Hope could reignite her plans to win Finn's heart, so stay tuned for further thrilling romantic developments. Taylor Hayes might have 6 words for Rich Forrester when he waffles again. He always goes back to Brooke Logan. In the end, the signs are clear, especially with Taylor agitating her trust in Ridge and visioning their endless future. Is there anyone out there who authentically thinks Ridge can commit to one woman for the long haul? The only constant in Ridge's life is his tendency to waver. He'll no way settle down for life. Sooner or laterly, his indecisiveness will catch up with Taylor, leaving her to bemoan the day she revivified their love. It's only a matter of time before Taylor finds herself overwhelmed with remorse, wishing she had held off on this reunion. Flashback: Taylor was poised to step in when Brooke turned on Ridge, seizing the CEO part, despite Brooke's asseveration that her motives were pure. Naturally, this was just one subcast atop the being fermentation that had formerly beset Ridge and Brooke's relationship. Brooke was deeply unsettled by Ridge's harsh words regarding Hope Logan. Also, we can't overlook the fact that Ridge chose to leave when Brooke stood her ground, refusing to evict her own son from their home. The atmosphere between Ridge and Brooke remains charged, and it seems likely that effects could deteriorate further before they ameliorate. Nonetheless, the show has constantly portrayed Brooke and Ridge as a couple fated to find their way back to each other, no matter the obstacles. Brooke has confidently prognosticated that she and Ridge will be back together by Christmas 2025, giving us plenitude of stopgap for their reunion. As Taylor faces yet another defeat in this complicated love triangle, will she eventually come to terms with the reality of her situation, losing Ridge to Brooke again? Will she realize that continuing to pursue Ridge, who only brings her heartbreak, is a path she can no longer traipse? Still, we might eventually hear her declare to Ridge those final 6 words, "You'll no way break my heart again." If she does, it would be refreshing for Taylor to eventually fate the cycle and understand that Ridge cannot give the unvarying commitment she longs for. Taylor might be in for a shocking disclosure when Brooke's dream of rejuvenating her love with Ridge becomes a reality.